Welcome back, traders. I have a little bit more to say about CleanSpark now today. Now that the trading day is over, we've seen what happened where it's closed. Its closure is actually really good. Looking right at the top of this here cup, where you could form a handle from here and then take off from that. But I'd also like to mention that I did sell the rip. So I bought the dip down here under $6, and I sold the rip at about 7.50. It was just a little too good of a profit in one day for me to hold on to. I am looking at re-entering CleanSpark somewhere around the 5-day moving average, which right now is sitting at about, let's see, it is sitting at about 629. So let me put a mark there, 629. That's where I'm looking to re-enter because that's where it reunites with the 5-day for now. The 5-day will move tomorrow if it holds up, and it looks like it is holding up higher, so I did sell below the high. That's okay. The short interest, as you can see here on this chart here, the short interest spiked today. It just absolutely went nuts today. So that's another reason I sold the rip. I saw that short interest go up way high, so I sold that off. Because, historically, well, let's look how high. I mean, it hasn't been this high since 2020. So that's very high short interest. So I would expect a pullback to happen as a result of that very high short interest here in the short term. So I will be picking up that dip as well. Let's get into a smaller time frame here. If we look at the 30-minute, is that a good one? Yeah, I guess 30 minutes, all right. Yesterday we were following this channel. We got to the bottom of it. In pre-market, I bought some shares and it rocketed up as soon as the day opened, and I sold around here around 740, 750. But right now, this is looking like a bear flag, right? I mean, bear flag, a bull flag, excuse me. Right here, this is a bull flag that it is doing right now. If we break above this, so if we're above the high here, actually, 780, which we already are right now, that's a good sign. We're probably going to hit $8 tomorrow. I don't know if it'll hold at $8, but probably going to hit $8 tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised, especially with all this action in the after hours. Yeah, I would expect that. I do expect it eventually to come back to this red line, and I expect it to come back to this red line when this red line intersects with the 5-day moving average, which right now is this blue line, which would put that as Tuesday. But I don't think it will be. I think this blue line, I'll move it up with the 5-day moving average as it moves up, and I'll probably end up being somewhere closer to like here, like 674, 671. Let's get it about right there, about 675-ish. This is probably where I expect it to intersect and where I will pick up shares again. That's my expectation. We'll see. And that gives it all the way until Thursday of next week before that would happen. So we'd probably be seeing something kind of like maybe like that, like a channel like that, just kind of like coming down. I'll leave that on the chart as well, just in case that's what happens. So a few exciting things did happen though today. So if we go back to the daily, we beat the previous high here, which was 764. We beat that high. That's very bullish. So now all we need to do here in the coming days and weeks is make a higher low than this low here, I guess, which was 570. That would be that should be quite easy to make a higher low and then continue on, probably bouncing off of this red line here. Maybe that'd be very aggressive. It might do a less aggressive move than that, but it might even come back. Probably not. It'll probably bounce off around that $6 range at the lowest, I imagine. But all we have to do is make a higher low, and then we're in line with making a higher high after that. So actually, with this channel I drew here, that would make a very nice little handle off of this big cup. Very nice handle down to here, and then take off from there. That would be great. So if we defeat these highs again later after relieving some pressure, because right now we are overbought, our short interest is extremely high, and this candle is just absolutely massive. So we should see some kind of a relief um, dip, probably down to this region here, and then continued upward momentum after that, hopefully. So the other thing we can look at, the Bollinger Band, we're way outside the Bollinger Band right now, which is a little higher than the 5 day, so it's got to come back in there at some point. It just has to. It can't stay out. It can't live outside of that for a super long time. Where are we at on the hourly? Not bad. So I brought the anchor VWAP from the day. We are, let me turn, I have too many lines. If we go into the anchored VWAP for the day, which would have been the lowest low of, this whole section here, did we close the gap? We almost closed that gap. Concerns me that we almost closed a gap but didn't. That's a little bit, I love that. Anyways, yeah, the VWAP also kind of lines up with coming to the bottom of this channel here. And we'll see. There will be some resistance there, yeah, around $7, and then slowly it'll grind down somewhere down here. We'll see. But right now that is a bull flag. We are continuing to move up in after hours. We have fantastic momentum. We are overbought. Some short interest did bleed off throughout the day, but if we go to the daily, I think even if we go to the hourly, oh, the hourly dropped down too. That's not bad. 2 hours. Let's see, did it drop? I think they probably. Oh yeah, I bet you the daily didn't reflect the fact that a lot of these had to cover today. That short interest. I think we'll check that short interest again on Monday, the daily, and see if this drops on Monday, because in the lower time frames it's showing that it has dropped dramatically, and that's probably because this was a sustained move upward. We'll see that. That information may not be up to date at this moment, so we'll see where that is. If short interest continued to go down, we might see it continue to climb up to 850. Like, what's the resistance above this? What is it even? We have to go far back to see resistance above this. We got to go to the daily chart, and we're above this. Oh, wow. Okay. Resistance is up here. We're not going to hit resistance till we get to 8.99. We could go up to $9. I should have held. Oh well. We'll see. I'm going to try to catch a pullback. Make that orange. I'm going to try to catch a pullback on our way up to $9. I'm hoping that this big old chalice over here gets a handle, and then I can ride that handle up to $9. That's my hope. Anyways, we'll see. It might work out, it might not work out. I do plan on getting into longer term clean spark here at some point in time. But today was fantastic. It was just so good. So that is all I've got for you today. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you had a profitable day.